Hello. Welcome to Panuka Agribusiness Hub, a YouTube channel. This is yours truly, Bruno Mwemba, K1, Mr. Panuka, from right here at Panuka Farm. And it's quite a very beautiful day because we are introducing you to our newest baby on the Panuka YouTube channel and Panuka Farm. And what you actually see right behind me is our newest baby, and this is Papaya. Of course, surprise. So, very happy to introduce our new Papaya plantation. And like we always talk about the issue about QQC, quality, quantity, and consistency, we've already thought through about the issue of consistency. And what you actually see is that we've got the bigger plantation right here, and I'll show you an up-close view of this plantation. Guess right here you can see the bigger ones, and right behind me here you see now we have another plantation right here. This is for the younger ones, and then after this phase we've got again this other phase right here. So it's all papaya layered out very nicely in terms of quality, quantity, and the consistency. Different age groups, if you like, for the same papaya. So pretty soon we will be opening the floodgates of papaya commercial plantation. And if you are an off-taker, bulk off-taker, by the way, this is the right time to reach out to us, and we can do an off-take contract with you because we don't do retail. It's got to be bulk off-take. So let me just now give you a bit of an up-close view of the papaya plantation. Lots of lessons that we've picked up, but here we are. So with this bigger one, it's been lots of lessons. We planted this obviously when it was quite cold, so we had a cold front hitting, so the productivity was a bit compromised at first, but I think it's picked up over time. But these are the highways that have already formed right here, and quite some good papaya has already come up here. And what you will note is that straight, and whichever direction you actually look at, we have very straight lines. Of course, you find in some cases you have this lonely warrior looking very good, new fruits coming up, but then at the neighbor here you see an avalanche of some papaya already coming up. So with the first one, there's been a lot of lessons that we've picked up, but you can actually see lots of papaya in different places. This is how farming really evolves. So let's just take a walk on this other section. And what you actually note is that we already have this irrigation down there. More papayas there. And now this is when you're actually seeing a bit more papayas coming up. The fruiting was rather compromised for some time, but it happens. We've been around in farming for quite some time, and we know these things are never smooth. So the forest continues, but you will note that when I take you to the younger ones, we have a far much better outlook and more better looking fruits. So this is how this plantation looks like, spanning all the way in this direction. And so if you're looking at bulk offtake of papayas, by January we should be in a position to actually begin supplying you with quite a lot of papayas. And why? Because we have another new block right here. You can actually see this one is already coming up. It's quite a big one as well, which follows through the bigger one that I just showed you. And these will be coming up, and we're actually seeing much better production from this other plantation of papayas, already on irrigation, not drip. So this is our papaya plantation, our newest kid on Panuka farm, and quite happy always to introduce something new. And one of the things that we always talk about is that you need to be evolving as a farm. Don't get stuck. Evaluate your risks. Check how the market is going. And so you can actually see these are the younger ones, and they're coming up already, which is good. And of course, you always find these male papayas. This is how they look like, but they always have these little fruits. So these are male ones. Let's just check out. This is female. Look at how productive it is. So this is the second younger generation. But besides this, we actually have already a third block that's coming up after this. But before I show you this other new block, guess we can check out the productivity of this new papaya plantation. There it is. Guess it's now time for me to show you the other newer block of papayas. Like we always say again, make sure that you plant these things in succession. It also gives you a breather in terms of just the market. But all right, so let's turn around. So right there was the bigger one that we showed you, and then this side, this younger one. So what we have now on this side is the youngest. Of course, deliberately here, we left quite some big spacing, given that there's intercropping that's going on, and what we have here is cabbage that's coming up. But this is another papaya plantation with a combination of leaches. Now, leaches take quite a long time, even 10 years. So in the meantime, you can find better use of the land. So again, this is just the Panuka concept. And you can see here, it's already started fruiting as well. There you go. So this is the third block with more spaces, given that we're doing intercropping in here. So there you go. Okay. All right, folks. So we always love to reinvent ourselves, and we are actually in the process of reinventing ourselves. There's a few more exciting things that we're working with, and in the couple of years to come, we'll certainly be in a position to unveil these, just like you've seen now with our new papaya plantation. But the key takeaway is that when you are farming, look ahead. Taking risks is one thing that you need to do, but take calculated risks. We have actually used the arrogance of experience to do this papaya plantation, given that it's quite big, it's quite massive, but we've been around for quite some time. But if you're just starting, don't do this. Don't dare do this. Start very small. We've been around, we have access to some of the markets, and we think we can find our way very easily, because papaya is near to being a specialized product, and if you don't do it very well, unfortunately you might have challenges, because it's also a very perishable product. So point of caution, when you see something like this, the next thing that you'll be asking is, where can I find the seedlings? Where can I find the seedlings? Always make sure that you think through some of these things. It's always good to get puffed up when you see something as beautiful as this, but think through, and don't always think about copying and pesting, because unfortunately you don't know what we've gone through to actually get to where we are already, how much the irrigation costs, the seedlings and all that. So don't always be in a hurry. Once you see something beautiful, you want to copy. No. Get the motivation, but probably use that motivation to apply it to whatever you are actually doing. It's not every time when you see something you want to copy. It's not trying to protect this industry. We are just trying to make sure we give you tidbits on how to survive agribusiness, because we've actually seen lots of mistakes in kind of getting puffed up when you see something beautiful and then you want to immediately copy and paste, and then along the way you actually realize it's tougher to actually try and replicate that. So guys, have a lovely one, and if you're in Zambia, you're looking to sign an offtake contract with us for papaya, we're here. Get in touch with us on panukafarm@gmail.com, and when you go to our Facebook page, we also have our phone numbers and our WhatsApp number. That's +26096781814. +26096781814, and happy to talk to you. This has been yours truly, Bruno Mwemba, K1, Mr. Panuka from Panuka Farm. Until next time, bye-bye.